Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. Today I am going to be opening up door number 3 of the advent calendar and day number 4 as well. Later on I'm going to be uploading possibly 2 vlogs today because I kind of missed yesterday. So this is the first one. Can someone please explain to me why there is a fat chicken just stood here watching? Chicken nugget, go away. So anyways, so I am going to open this door and see what horse it is. And then on the video next, it's coming on again today, I am going to be opening door number 4. So let's open door number 3 and see who we get. Who's this? Who's this? Oh my god, look how slay. Girl, I love your earrings. Hi. Welcome. So we got this amazing pony. It looks really cute. I love this coat. It reminds me of a horse that I actually ride in real life. But he has feathers, so it doesn't exactly look like him, to be fair. But it's really pretty. It looks like a horse in my stable called Patch. Oh my god, I like this horse. He's really cute. I mean, I pretty much say I like all horses, but there are some coats, some like Shetlands and Arabians and things that I absolutely hate. So yeah, but this horse is genuinely cute. I like this one. So yeah, I'm gonna not do much speaking. I want to get straight on with the video because it is going to be quite a long one. So yeah, let's just get straight on. Today I'm going to be riding 3 of my horses. I'm going to be riding Caspian, Polo, and of course I'm also going to be riding Juniper. So I'm taking out all the boys today, pretty much. Ozzy's also a boy, but he's not coming out today, as I did film a video with him yesterday and I want to give him a little bit of a break. The video is coming out, I think, hopefully tomorrow. Also, do not at all just ignore my voice. I have a cold right now. I felt it coming on the weekends, but I thought it was just a cough and then it went, and now it's come back. But it's fine, so just please try to understand what I'm saying through a bunged up nose right now. So yeah, to begin with, I am firstly going to be riding Caspian. He is already tacked up, so that is a lot easier because I tacked him up before the video started, just so we're all prepared. We can just get straight on with the video. So let me go and get him out of his stall, and I'll quickly just sort out his mane, as it is getting pretty long now, so I will need to trim it. Not today, maybe in next video or something, or video after, I don't know. I might trim his mane, as it is very long. It's probably down to where his leg begins. It is really long now, but yeah, it's all good. So let me go and get him and then we can begin. Today I'm doing some show jumping on them, and to be fair, Caspian hasn't actually done much show jumping. He can jump quite high. He has a lot of potential from where we first came from. So yeah, I'm just going to get him and then we can start. Caspian is only 5 years old, so he's pretty young compared to some of the other horses. So he isn't as advanced in jumping, but as you can see in a few of my other shorts, if you've watched them, he can jump pretty high. Oh my god, what happened to my voice? So I'm going to be mainly just jumping a little low bit, just kind of getting him, warmed up, doing the basics for a little bit. However, with Polo, I will do a little bit more, and then of course Juniper, he's just amazing. He can jump any height pretty much, other than over 1.60 m, because that's the max that the jumps go up to, and I don't want to push him. So yeah, on Caspian I'm probably going to be jumping between 40 and 70, around that, so not too high. Polo, I'll probably just be jumping between about 60 and maybe a metre. Then Juniper, I'll probably just do a metre plus, maybe. Warm up will just be 60, 70, 80. On Caspian's older owners, they only did hunter jumping, and he didn't do much show jumping, so show jumps are pretty different for him. As you can see, he just kind of gave that little jump, a side eye. But as you can see, they're not very high, other than the ones at the back. But I probably won't go over those yet. I'll probably just go over the one on the chairs, the trot poles, canter poles, things like that, just to kind of get him warmed up. I asked him up into trot and he was being absolutely lovely, a nice and steady pace. He can have a habit of getting a little bit quick around the corners, but I managed to hold him back and he was perfectly fine. He does like to rush at jumps though when we go over them, which is the main thing that I really need to work on. So I always circle him usually before a jump. I had a canter on the left rein and I also had a canter on the right rein as well. He was being lovely. It was a nice bouncy canter though, because he isn't like the other horses. He is a tiny bit smaller, not too small, but he's still got quite a bouncy little pony canter. Okay, I went at a much better angle and we managed to pop over them really nicely, really lovely, and he was great overall. So I just asked him to go into canter. I think he was finally ready to do his first jump in the arena so far, so I prepared him and he came to a halt, which was fine. So I just turned him round and told him, look, we have to go over this, you're not stopping until you get over. So lovely, and then one stride canter and over, and he did it amazing. I was really happy with him for doing that. So I decided to just go on a little 20-metre circle down the bottom, just then I can pop over it again with him. However, try and canter. So I needed to really ask him to go quite forward over the jump, otherwise then he'll refuse. Then he picked up and went over it lovely. That was quite an over jump he had there, but we made over it. I just followed him and just slowed him down a bit and allowed him to have a long rein, and I made sure to give him loads of big pats. Now Polo here, as soon as I got him out the stables, I could tell this was going to be a long ride on him. He was feeling pretty lazy and I did have to grab the riding crop out the shed later on in the video because he was being very, very lazy. So I just stuck up to some fairly low jumps in the arena, just then we could kind of get the hang of doing some bigger ones. There were some small ones, like some little cross rails as well in here, just to begin warming up. Just so then, I could see if he really was lazy or if it was just genuinely not wanting to go fast, or maybe it was just his walk being slow, because I was on Caspian and I was just pretty used to going fast. So it felt weird getting on a much taller, much slower, older horse. I asked him to pick up trot, of which he did not want to, so I had to give him a lot of encouragement, and then finally he got up into the trot, which was pretty slow, but it was nice and drifty. So I just kicked him on, and then there we go, he was finally listening to me. But I did think that it was better if I was to grab a crop, just for, a little bit of extra support. So I just grabbed my crop, and it was a lot easier to keep him forward because I didn't use it on him much. It was just then he knows I'm in charge, and if he is lazy, I will give him a little tap tap on his rump just to get him going. So here we go. He was really nice. I did have a little sit and trot on him, which he is really smooth for, and I love doing sit and trot on him. Polo is just simply wearing an number saddle pad, as I couldn't actually find his one in this colour because of course he wouldn't fit into Caspian's. He might have fitted into like Aussie's one or something, but he just didn't really seem like, I just couldn't really find one to put on him, so I just stuck this one on him, which it looks quite nice. It looks quite plain, but that's fine. It is quite cold, so I would have rather put on like a bigger saddle pad to keep him warm. But he burns off quite a sweat really easily, so I thought this was like the safest option to go for. So when I was ready, I asked him to trot over the first little jump, which was pretty lazy. So I just gave him a little kick, and he went over it really nicely. So I decided to do that again, but get a little bit more oomph into it. So I always like to give him a little tap tap before the jumps. But of course Polo just manages to recover really easily and just kind of takes me over them, guiding me where to go. So here I just decided to ask him to go over a little bit of a bigger jump, which he picked up his feet really nicely. And then this is where he suddenly just got a burst of energy, which I wasn't really prepared for, so I kind of tried to slow him down, but he wouldn't listen. But then I was just thinking, look, he's got a burst of energy, he's got enough power to go over some of the bigger jumps, so let's just go for it while he has the energy. So I just kind of tried to pop him over this little green one, of which was a bad angle once again, but then I managed to straighten him up and go over it really nicely. he soared over it lovely, and that little change of lead over this one as well was really cute. Once again, I decided to end on a really good note and allow him to have a lovely little stretch and just loads and loads of big pats and hugs. Of course, Juniper being Juniper was just normally forward, really ready to do some work, and straight away I knew, oh bro, why is there so many people? I asked him into trot, of which he was really lively, energetic, forward, everything that I could ever ask from him. So he just kept up a really nice pace. It wasn't just like a short little burst and then he just goes back. It was a consistent, nice flowing rhythm of the trot. So I just decided to keep that going around the arena. And then at the corner, I asked him into a canter on this rein, which he went lovely into it. We were on the wrong lead, but that was fine because I was actually going to change the rein because we had stuck to the other rein for quite a long time. So I just decided to kind of head up. And then we just kind of headed to the corner and we were finally on the right lead, so I just got him going a little bit quicker, which he was lovely about. There are some other people in this arena as well who are using it, but I'm not going to complain. That's perfectly fine, like, because, you know, they can stay in the arena. This isn't actually my arena. I don't own a private yard or anything, or I used to on Maple Springs, and I might maybe one day on Swagway, but you know, it's all good. So I just decided to slow him down, and then I looked for possibly like the smallest jump here, which there weren't many small ones, but for Juniper, these are all pretty small. So I just decided to ask him into canter, and then we went a tight turn because he can handle it over this jump, which was really nice. He didn't knock it or anything. He just went nice and steady, nice and forward over it. So this one was lovely. He soared over it with quite a big over jump, and he just like genuinely went over them really nicely. So I just asked him to go over this blue one, of which was really nice. It was a really nice stride, but I have to learn how to count my strides, and they usually get pretty carried away. So I just kind of decided to end it there on a good note. But then I thought to myself, which was the main problem, how about I just simply try and go over the little green one? It's a sharp turn. Well, that was where I made an absolutely huge mistake. So we went at quite a tight angle, of which he was lovely, and then he just kind of overjumped it a little bit too much, or I just kind of leant forward, so it kind of hurt. But of course he came back to me because he's that kind of pony. He knows me, he trusts me, and he just kind of came back and was like, "Mum, I'm so sorry." So I just went up to him and say, "It's okay, Juniper." And then he kept looking around at his side, so I think he might have hurt himself, but I had to look over him, of which he was perfectly fine. He was just being a little bit dramatic, so he gave me a little kiss on the cheek. So then I decided to try it once more and actually try and end it on a good note, but I couldn't get myself round to it, as that was quite a hard fall, so I just decided to undo his girth and end the video there. Okay guys, so that's pretty much it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!